Hi viewers, welcome back to this special entertainment segment. Now joining me is Yomi Gold, Yoruba actor, and I just asked him a few seconds ago when he started acting. He said 2004. I don't think that's relatively new anymore, so I'd say he's now a popular face in the Nollywood industry. But thank you so much for being here, Yomi Gold.
Yeah, you're welcome.
You've just been doing fine voice swagger since you... How are you? How have you been?
Yeah, I've been good. Glory be to God, I'm fine. Okay,
let's talk about your acting career. How did that start for you?
Well, acting for me started like something I'm used to.
Okay.
You know, like as a normal boy in the house, you know, you make people laugh. When you get home, everybody wants to see you. When you're not home, everybody calling you and telling you they're missing you because you cracked them up and all that. So it has always been something I've wanted to do. I remember that time in University of Ilorin when I was doing my diploma program. So I was thinking, okay, what am I going to do immediately after the whole program? Because we have to have a year break before you can do your direct entry into proper university and all that. So I just took that time, you know, I made use of the opportunity. So I traveled down to Lagos to, you know, to probably meet people who can link me up. You know, glory be to God, I met with Alhaji Kodri, you know. And they said, okay, fine, no problem. Our man Shiri Azambi by me, so you can always start with us. That's how the whole thing started.
Wow, so you never went back to school?
I tried to, you know, but to me, acting is something that when you're doing anything, entertainment or movie, it doesn't give you that time to do other things. And even though you want to do other things, there will be a lot of challenges. Like maybe one day you were doing something and they suddenly call you. You know, you have always said, okay, you want to be an actor, you want to act. And suddenly they called it out. Oh boy, Buluwa, what she saying, Meji, or what she saying, Meta, you know, something like that. Then if you can't leave that, that means you have to lose that role. Yeah. So is that how you do one or you leave one?
Right.
You understand?
Right.
So I never tried to go back to Ilorin. But I started another program in Unilag.
Okay.
You know, trying to see if I can do another thing and all that, but
it's tough. It's tough balancing.
It doesn't really work out for me.
Yeah. Well, how was growing up for you?
Growing up for me, I was in Ibadan, you know, with a family friend because my parent lives in Ilefe. Okay. So it was very tough. It wasn't really easy, you know, not living with your parents, living, you know, stuff like that. It wasn't really easy, but glory be to God today, it's a different story.
Okay. So what was your first major role that you said to yourself, yes, I'm an actor?
Can I?
Which role validated that acting career for you?
I will mention T-Cash. That was produced by me, you know. When I was in Odufa, it was always very challenging to get a role. Because Odufa is a place where a lot of actors comes, a lot of people come there to say, okay, if they work in Odufa, people will know them. And for people who were actually trained under the people in Odufa, it becomes very difficult for us because most of the people in Odufa deal with known faces. When they want to shoot their movie, they call on the known faces.
Like but for Lola Lao and the rest.
You know, like Lola Lao, Booking Right, Bida Obe, Yomi Fash, and all of them like that. So it's difficult for people like us who are just starting to, to really get something. Yeah. But, you know, glory be to God, when the chances started appearing, they gave it to me, and then I was just doing little thing until I produced my own movie.
How was that, producing the first movie?
It wasn't really hard for me because I had the support of my bosses. Okay. I have Nka Kodri, I have Ogogo, I have Abelari. You know, I have Dele Gudipe, I have Sonny, and all of them. So that time, you know, I had a chance to call Funke Akindele to be part of the movie. It wasn't my own power, you know. They called out for me, and she came, and we did the whole thing, and it was very successful.
Okay, so I see a lot of like actors or actresses crossing over from English to Yoruba, and then they say people now say stuff like, oh, they could not make it in the English-speaking movies. That's why they switched over to Yoruba. How true is that?
No. I don't think it's like that. I'd rather say some of our Yoruba people are crossing to the English. The way I say it is, if you had a chance for any producer to call you from from the Yoruba sector, you know, you can always grant it if you can speak the Yoruba very well. You understand? And to me, probably I see more of our own stories, the way we write our own story. I'm talking about the Yoruba people. It has more, you know, the cultural value, the originality of the stories. You know, we just don't write the story like some other English producers that we just write anyhow. But the Yoruba people, because of the Yoruba, you know, the beauty of it. You know, like Omo Yoruba, Tagbara by Soro, Onlati Teriba, Tamobi Ebam by Soro, Oh Bodo Soro. You know, all those things are there. But the English writing people, you know, I can say sometimes they want to get some the way that some English people write here in America or probably in London, because sometimes when they're talking to their kids you know, can talk back to them, you know. So it might be a different thing. So
you're saying the Yoruba actually we retain the culture in the movies.
Exactly. Yeah.
But I want to ask now about the culture in the Yoruba movies. Why is there a lot of witchcraft, people killing people for rituals, and why are most of our stories based on that?
I must be truthful to you. We are trying to really control that right now because
it's always Yami Oshoronga,
because a lot of people who have their children here, you know, they don't even want to allow them to watch some of our movies because they will be thinking that is the way it's been done in the house or probably in Nigeria or in the Yoruba land. That is why some people will tell their children, okay, let's go to Nigeria for a vacation. And they'll say, no, you know, stuff like that. So we are trying to find a way to you know, to approach that because the witchcraft thing is different from the culture. You know, when we are talking about our culture, you know, the respectful culture, you know, for people that they will tell you that the meaning of Yoruba, you know, just to have respect for the elders. It is not about witchcraft. It is not about someone killing people. So we are trying to find a way to, you know, to tell some other story writers or producers that you people should find a way to, you know, to do
break away from that,
so that people outside Nigeria, people outside our culture can understand that our culture is just meant for you to respect people. It's not for killing, it's not for violence, it's not for all that.
Okay, that's great. So what movies are you working on now?
Right now, I just shot a movie. It's called...
In New York?
No, not in New York.
Okay.
I shot a movie called Go Down Low.
Okay.
Go Down Low.
Did you dance in it? Go Down Low.
Yeah.
That's about it.
You know, the thing is, a lot of people say, Yomi, when I'm shooting a movie, I shoot more of boys movies, you know, people enjoying themselves, classic, chopping live and all that kind of a thing. But this time around, it's more of like, you know, like it's more of like, you know, going to the rural areas, you know, what I'm trying to explain in the story is trying to tell the government that when you're trying to do something for people, they should always try to remember people who live in the rural area. Because people who live in that rural area, who lives in this less privileged places, a lot of things that the government is doing doesn't really get to them. And these are the people who really need the help most, because they are the one who have so many children. They are the one who has so many children to say, okay, you work big by you understand? And when you look at it very well, the issue of Boko Haram, the issue of kidnapping and all that, it happens most in this rural area, you understand? And these are the places where the government needs to really look into so that they can give them enough security, they can check into it and, you know.
Education, because some of them, if they go to school, they won't be blowing themselves up.
You understand? So we really need the government to go into that. Not like the main city. You know, we have so many security in Lagos, Abuja, and all these places, but let them go to the rural area. Let them know what is happening there so that they can help them, you know.
That's really good. So what do you have to say about actors and actresses that don't have like the formal education for acting? Many of them just go into acting. Do you think that is a problem? Based on what you've said now, you actually kind of fall into that category.
Well, to me, I will tell them that no matter what you want to do in life, you must have focus. You know, if you're a shoemaker,
yeah,
you can be the best in it. That is, if you're focused.
Yeah.
You understand? And if you look at it very well, if you look at some actors who have always been in the industry for a very long time, that any time they still come to work, people still recognize them. People still appreciate them. It's because, you know, they know what they are doing. You understand? So for some people who are just coming, who are thinking, okay, probably they don't want to have the basic knowledge about it, or probably to go through the right way, I can always tell them, if they have focus on whatever they are doing, they can always do it better. Right. But at the same time, I'm not saying they should not go through the right process. There are some people who have been through the right process and who are not, you know, probably doing it the way they are supposed to do it, based on what they have learned. You understand? So I see it as a way that if you are focused on whatever you want to do, you will get there. Right. Obama is the president of America today. He's the black man.
Yes.
But he's there today.
Yeah.
So no matter what you want to do, if you have belief and you focus that this is where I'm going, believe me, you will get there.
That's great. That's great. Thank you very much. Before I let you leave, what do you have to say to your fans?
I'm going to tell them, they've been so good to me, you know, because, yeah, they've been really so good to me, you know, even when I read about anything they send to me on Facebook, on Instagram, Twitter, and every, you know, I appreciate them a lot because they follow me, they love what I do. When I travel, they wish me well, anywhere, whatever I do, you know, I really love them. Okay. And I want to tell them, without them, there's no Yomi Gold, you know, so...
I'm a fan as well, so without me, there's no...
Thank you very much. There's something I want to say about piracy.
Oh, right, okay.
Yeah, the piracy thing in Nigeria. You see, I believe that, I know the government can do a lot, you know, but there's something I want to tell to say to some of our people, I mean, the practitioners, actors, producers, and all that. I believe one person cannot do this thing. And if you look at the people who are really making it in the industry in terms of cinema, selling and all that, look at the likes of Kolia Folayan, the likes of Mainframe and all those people. Yeah. To me, I think they're doing this thing, what they are doing to get all this thing is for themselves alone. I believe if all of us can come together, I know we've been coming together, shouting on the road, going protesting and all that. But I believe some of them really has this link to the people in the government. I don't support this this way of, you know, going to the government because they want to use it for campaign and all that. If the government people can remember an actor or a celebrity for them to campaign, that means they have a lot they can do for us. So I believe if all of us can turn them down, probably the coming election or anything, that if this thing cannot be tackled, we are not ready to do anything for you guys again. We are not ready to campaign for you again. Because I believe if from the federal government, they tell the IG that if anybody said anything on the road, okay, just like when Fashola came in as the governor, he said he doesn't want to see anybody riding Okada.
Right.
And there was nothing like Okada. Do you get it?
Yes.
So if the government can impose it on people, that don't buy on the streets, don't buy anything on the road, don't sell, don't do anything, they will listen. So I believe it's what the government can do. Yeah. You seem so passionate about it. I hope something is done. I hope something is done about it. Before the next elections, I really hope something is done about it. Amen.
Thank you so much for being here. Thank you for taking the time to talk to us today.
You're welcome.
Yomi Gold, everyone. We have a great show lined up for you, and we'll be back after the break.